Guess whose birthday it is? It's Scorpio's! What's going on, Scorpio? And welcome to my channel, Alchemist. Justin here, and I hope you're ready to kick off your birthday season, Scorpio. Let's go. I know I already gave you a song. I'm going in, Scorpio. I'm so pumped for your birthday season. And for those of you who are returning, welcome back, Soul Tribe. I appreciate your subscriptions, your likes, and shares. Your support really is just amazing, Scorpio, especially during your birthday season, and it keeps us growing. And for those of you who are new, welcome. I'm happy Higher Self inspired you here. We're in for an amazing journey. One more song, Scorpio, because it's General Energy Weekly Spread. And you get some dance moves, Scorpio. I tell you, just treating you for your birthday season. But Scorpio, with this weekly spread, and actually, for those of you who have a birthday this week, happy birthday, happy solar return. I hope you're ready to live it up and hope you're ready to transform in the best way, Scorpio. But with this weekly spread, whenever you happen to come across this video, there may be some messages in here for you. And just so y'all aware, this is a general reading, not a one-to-one, so take what resonates with you, leave the rest with me, and never force reading on a situation, okay? So with all that being said, I know, just high energy here, Scorpio. Let's get into it. Your space has been cleansed. Crystals. Feeling lovely. Just great energy all around here, Scorpio. That was a little aggressive. It's fine, Scorpio. But, Scorpio, I'm going to pull a few oracle cards from this deck here. Then we'll get some details with the tarot. But before we jump into this thing, these readings that I do, they're not gender-specific readings. So apply these energies to people as they make sense for your situations, okay? And in case if y'all were curious, the decks that I'm working with, I've included links for them down in the description box below, so definitely check that out if you're interested. But also down below some links for some other readers that I like watching, Scorpio, so definitely check them out. Very intuitive group. I think you'd really enjoy them. But Scorpio, I think it might be time to catch up on some Z's here for your season, because you have the Time for a Nap card. And Scorpio, for some, I do feel that if you have noticed, maybe you have been kind of needing to push as of late. Maybe you've been working more hours at your job, or maybe you just had a lot more just kind of on your plate as of late, and just maybe that sleep has kind of gone by the wayside here. Or maybe even for some, maybe there might even be this energy of just like not even or just having troubles, maybe even sleeping. Maybe maybe the mind has been just kind of overworking, or maybe we've even just haven't been able to find peace, maybe even in your sleep. Maybe the dreamscape has been maybe a little more, maybe it's been a lot more nightmares, possibly even. That's kind of that's interesting. That's even kind of coming through here, Scorpio. But even just kind of thinking about that dream space for a second there, Scorpio, I feel that your sign is one that, because water signs, we're just like, all signs are intuitive, but water signs come with that natural intuition, and it translates differently for each of us. My sun signs in Cancer, our intuition is really kind of tied in with our emotions. Yours, it's all emotional, but you feel like on a deep type of way, and you're associated with the 8th house, which is such, even if you don't have any planets in the 8th house, your energy is associated with that, and that is such a mysterious and deep type of realm. And so I feel that if you've noticed that, maybe if you've been, pay attention to your dreams is really what I'm kind of getting with this, for some of you. Whether we've been having dreams or having nightmares, there are messages I feel like that are coming through with that energy, But I do feel that if you have been troubles, just, if we can find maybe different ways, and this isn't medical advice or anything, but finding different ways, I feel, to try to get some more rest. Whether this be, maybe we're drinking maybe we're switching to like more herbal teas, or maybe if you find yourself, maybe you're the type that's just on a caffeine kick all the time. I'm actually getting ready to, my schedule's shifting a bit, and I'm making sure that I'm just, that's going to be a tricky one. But maybe you could be cutting the caffeine out of your or just cutting down maybe even on it. Or this could even be maybe something we're eating that might even be kind of keeping us up. Maybe you notice like there's like it could be a number of things. I feel with this time for a nap, but just like I feel like sleep is something that really is kind of coming to the forefront here with this time for a nap, and just making sure that we're able to recharge our batteries, because we do a lot of healing in our sleep as well, Scorpio. And I'm not saying that you necessarily have to, because everyone sleeps differently, you know. That's not necessarily you have to get like the, what do they say, with the standard like 8 hours. That's usually what I need to kind of operate. You know, sometimes I can operate on 6 or 7, but ideally I need like 8 or 9 at least, something to feel really kind of solid and recharged there. But you know, just doing things that work for your schedule. Maybe we're just taking more naps throughout the day, little chunks here, however that works for you, Scorpio. But let's get some tarot on this and get some details. And this could be too. Maybe we just need to cut down on some of the stresses in our lives, possibly. Could be a number of things that could affect sleep. You know, maybe it's the environment that we're in. Oh, okay. Oh, we got a stack here, Scorpio. Hold up. Oh! Alright, Scorpio. So you have the... So you have the Seven of Wands in reverse, and then you have the Chariot, the Strength card, the Hanged Man, the Two of Cups, and then the Three of Cups here, Scorpio. A lot of Cancerian energy coming through. You had that happen in your in your. I just did your solar return yesterday. You had the similar start, because the Chariot is Cancer, the Two of Cups is Venus in Cancer, and then the Three of Cups is Mercury in Cancer. And I feel that maybe for some, I feel there's, with the Seven of Wands being here, there's something I feel like that is like kind of penetrating our thoughts in a sense. You know, there's these energies that maybe kind of influences. These could be, maybe this is like the pressures that's coming from our job possibly, or maybe it's the pressure of like bills, or maybe this is our something with our family, maybe something's with our partner, maybe with our friends. It's just like, feels like with the Seven of Wands there's a lot of energies that we're not protecting ourselves from. We're just feeling a little more susceptible, and I feel like that really does come into when you're not getting enough rest. That makes it harder to protect your energies and really kind of stand in your strength here, Scorpio. And I feel like with the Hanged Man being here, you know, the Hanged Man can be a card of sacrifice, and it's like, what what have we been what has been really kind of taken away from us, and what have we, because maybe we've been just taking on even more so than we need to. How have we been kind of sacrificing our energy in a sense, and how's that affected the direction of your journey here with the Chariot? And I feel there's even a need with the Two of Cups to, if you have been feeling this energy, to do a little more self-care. You know, take some time and really kind of fill up your cups, and however this is looking like. Maybe this is like getting into like a different type of ritual possibly, maybe before we're going to sleep. Maybe we're working with like an Epsom bath possibly, or maybe working with like some essential oils, maybe lighting some incense, again, maybe playing some calming music. You know, maybe even if we happen to live in a place that is surrounded by noise, maybe we're trying to get maybe some sort of soundproofing, maybe, or maybe we're getting some earplugs possibly, or maybe there's a lot of light pollution. Maybe we're working on getting some like an eye mask thing. But and this could even be too, Scorpio, I just feel like that there's even for some that there might even just be just a lot, like just a lot that you may be dealing with. And this could be with the Three of Cups too, kind of finding some people to kind of share this energy in, you know, communicate these feelings and things that we may be going through here. And you know, Scorpio, let me get a little bit more with this Hanged Man here before we before I move on from this energy. Interesting. Alright, Scorpio, so you have the Hanged Man is clarified by the King of Cups upright, and then you have the Ten of Swords, and then the Four of Wands in reverse. And even though you have this Four of Wands, it's just giving me this, it's just like we haven't had it in us as of late. Like something, even though it's your time to celebrate and things, it's just like, it feels like that there's something here that we might need to heal from in a sense, that may be kind of, again, keeping us up at night. And something where I feel like if we can kind of find the source of whatever this is, kind of take a moment and pause for a second, because this, even the Hanged Man can kind of be like this energy of, I like to compare the Hanged Man with like the King of Wands, where the King of Wands has this boundless energy. If he's just expending this so much and just kind of thoughtlessly, then that can lead to a Hanged Man situation where it's just like he burns out and needs to, the universe kind of comes in and is just like, all right, let's go ahead, let's kind of calm this down a little bit. And I feel maybe even for some there could be even this peace. I love how this King of Cups is just sort of just sitting here in the water. He's got a singing bowl here. And I even like that he's next to a starfish, because starfish have very powerful regenerative powers. And I feel like it's like doing more kind of soothing things for yourself there, Scorpio. Maybe even to like, I mean, maybe I'm hearing like sea sounds, like noises of the ocean, like waves kind of crashing and things. But try to do the ones that maybe don't have the seagulls in. I always thought that was an odd one to kind of like, you just sit there, it's like, ha, seagulls. Maybe not that. I think they make a little bit better noise than that, but it's not as attractive as I would feel for your piece there, Scorpio. But to each their own. But I think I'm gonna pull out of that, Scorpio. Just something to think about there. Now let's put you right there. Now let's get some more. That's funny, even when I was thinking about starfishes and their regenerative powers. Scorpio, you have great regenerative powers. Great healing energy. Being Pluto, having one of your rulers being Pluto. I feel like it's like to really tap into that, we got to get into different practices here. But let me get your other oracle card here. Just a thought that popped in my head. Interesting, Scorpio. So you have the deep knowing card here. And and I was sort of talking about this in your solar return video too, about getting a deeper knowing of yourself and kind of delving into the more, because again, you are a very mysterious sign, and I feel like the powers that you do have at your disposal and the abilities you can tap into are very special. We all have something real deep, but I feel like yours is, if you get that deeper knowing of yourself, that there's this enlightenment that can come with the Hanged Man being here, that can really help you, just really help you hone your transformative abilities in a really, really, really impressive type of way, and tap into a different level of strength and help you move your energies in a different direction. You kind of have more, it feels like less that life is happening to you and you're kind of going with. And I like that, how this charioteer, I want to say that's a word, but how he's not inside the chariot being pulled along these horses. He's on top of the chariot, seeing where the direction's going in full view, being almost in this, almost like, then we're not putting ourselves at risk or anything, but that's what it feels like. He's like this lack of or this bravery that's coming through there in getting to knowing those kind of deeper sides of you, Scorpio, because you're a sign that's not about really superficial anything. You know, you're not afraid to go to the depths in order to grow into expand. So I really feel that this can be a great energy for you this week, or whenever you happen to come across this energy, Scorpio, to take some time and unlock that inner wisdom. It's like that owl sleeping right now. Love that. All your animals are sleeping right now. This owl is sleeping right now. But, and it might be too, it might be tied into that, Scorpio, that if we haven't had a chance to get this rest, that's keeping you blocked in a sense. So that's interesting. That's something to think about there. But let's get some tarot on this and get some details. I like that, Scorpio, doing some things for yourself, filling up all your cups here. You got the 10 of Cups there, Scorpio. But let me see. Let's see what else you got here. Thank you. Alright, Scorpio, so you have the 10 of Cups up right here, and then you have the 5 of Pentacles, the 8 of Swords, and then the Star card. And it's like something that's really kind of tied along here with this Star card, this 10 of Swords, this even the 5 of Pentacles, 8 of Swords here. Well, less about the 8 of Swords, but more so this 5 of Pentacles Star card here. There's something I feel that might be, that we're needing to possibly heal from here, Scorpio, because the Star card can be a card of healing, but I even feel with this, the Star card can be a card of unexpected help, because for some it's like maybe we feel like we've been kind of out in the cold here, kind of like something's been, I almost feel like that it's just like something's been taken from us, or something has been getting in the way of knowing who you are. And this could be where maybe we're looking for guidance in a sense. Again, someone that's like a King of Cups type, someone who has this sort of peaceful presence, this aura. This could be a friend, this could be a family member, however this might be. Look, this could be a partner even, but I feel there's this energy maybe for some, even with like the 8 of Swords. It's like how it's like with this being in reverse, it's like we're freeing ourselves from some sort of shackles in a sense. Maybe this is like a self-image thing that we see, like whatever these stresses, anxieties that may be going on, all these crows that are just kind of cawing. And I feel that the 10 of Cups is like, it's like finding someone I feel like you maybe trust as family, or something that to share some of these things that might be on your brain here, and that can even kind of help to release some of this pressure here, or just kind of take a load off. It may not necessarily solve your problems in a sense, but at least it's not, so we're not just carrying this burden by ourselves. And I almost feel that if we're not sure where maybe this anxiety, or maybe where we kind of where we're noticing that we're not getting any sleep, or things along those lines, that things that's preventing us from finding this happiness here with the 10 of Cups. I do feel like that if we were to find moments to get kind of like maybe meditate, or maybe get out in nature, get by some water, we can unlock this deeper knowing, so that you can transform this energy into something more healing in a sense here, Scorpio. But I think I'm gonna leave that there. But let me grab some tea, and then let's get your last card here, Scorpio. keep getting this feeling, Scorpio, that for some, that if we're not haven't been feeling this sense of happiness here, it's like because I feel like we want that with the Ten of Cups, we want this peace, but there's something about, I feel like you possibly being getting in the way of that happiness, something that we might be doing, or this could be like hmm. Let me see what your last oracle card was. Okay, Scorpio. So you have the Yang card here. And you know, the Yang card gives me this masculine energy. And it gives me very kind of Emperor vibes in a sense, where it's like, in order to get this healing, or to get things back to where we're getting towards, or get this chariot moving to you towards your Ten of Cups here, that happiness, that fulfillment, that joy, there's this action that's needed to be taken, you know, because Yang is, you know, it's active energy, you know, it's hmm. I'm even sort of feeling here, Scorpio, that that's something I feel like is going to even make, maybe potentially push you to take some sort of action here. I'm just, because you know, you got Aquarius here, the Star card, Leo here, the Strength card, and those two form oppositions with each other, you know, in astrology. And I feel that, you know, oppositions are in your, and it's like oppositions are usually like a situation or a person that, or people that tend to make us to take action here. And I'm even feeling for some, it's just like that maybe we've been, well, I was talking about that Emperor energy. It's like maybe we've been too much in that energy, just been on all the time with the Yang, and we need to be more in that sort of Yin energy, that sort of more passive self care type of energy. More, it's just kind of hmm. But let me get your tarot cards here and get a little bit more with that Yang card. Hmm. Hmm. Interesting. More opposites here. Got Capricorn here, opposite Cancer. But let's see what's going on here. So you have the. Alright, Scorpio, last little bit here. So you have the Page of Wands in reverse, and then you have the Eight of Wands, the Wheel, or the Wheel of Fortune, and then you have the Devil here. And let's switch back over here, Scorpio. Because I feel that there is something here with the devil that we may be, and maybe that's what's going on with this Yang energy. It's just like where we may be channeling this energy may be affecting the speed at which things have been happening as of late, you know, as far as like getting towards that happiness and stuff. It's just like that, you know, the Eight of Wands can even be like a card of messages. And I feel that there is this deeper knowing as to why we've not been maybe at our most energetic, or maybe if this is something that's resonating with you, just as our, because even this Page of Wands feels, you know, being in reverse doesn't feel inspired. You know, it feels like just sort of like, and because of that, whatever this is, wherever we may be channeling our energies, like, it feels like it's even gotten in the way of possibly where even like where our abundance is at. You know, as far as like what we're. Let me get a little bit more on this wheel here, Scorpio, before we close out here. Because it feels like that is like changing the wheel into your, into your direction that you want to. Thank you. Let me get the rest of this, Scorpio. Oh, interesting. So the very interesting. So and we were talking about you. The wheel is clarified by the Nine of Pentacles, the King of Wands, and his wife, the Queen of Wands here. And that's fascinating, Scorpio. And it's not like I feel like that maybe someone is not. This feels more so that if we want to shift things towards our happiness and things, like there's this energy that we're gonna need to work on this, like make it like like an active point to work on this, Scorpio, and to pay attention to how we've been channeling our energies and because I'm really getting with this with the Wheel of Fortune here. It's like the energies that we're putting in and the things that we're just because since you got the Devil here, it's just like the energies that we're putting into something is really going to affect what we get back, because I'm getting separate from just like wheel energy. I'm more so getting the Jupiter aspect of that, in a sense that Jupiter is a planet of abundance, but he doesn't you have to be mindful what vibration you're in, because that's going to affect what you're abundant in. If we're in lower vibrations, this stress, this thing, then that's all there's going to be, is that stress, and it'll be a lot of it. Whereas, if we're working towards that vibration, then there's going to be a lot of that. So, just be very mindful of your energy, Scorpio, and even just like as a sidebar, just because the King and Queen of Wands and they got their youngest girl here, the Page of Wands, I feel like even for some, it's just like there might even be this energy of working independent from, maybe a fate was been put on you, in a sense, like you were told that you need to do this or need to do that or need to change your energy this way, but it never truly resonated with you with the Page of Wands here, and it turned into this sort of like this toxic thing with the Devil here. Maybe this was, however this might be looking, this could be parental figures, got Ten of Cups family, or, but there's like there's something to be mindful of there, of that too, Scorpio, but I am going to leave that there. So if like that, Scorpio, if anything resonated with you, give it a thumbs up and share the, Scorpio, because I do feel that there is this, definitely if we've been noticing that someone hasn't been sleeping as well, or that they're needing to maybe even get down to a root cause of something, in a sense. Maybe there's some healing that's needing to be done, and maybe this is something where we haven't been able to even sleep since we were, or hadn't gotten good sleep since we were a child, possibly, and even understanding where that even came from there. That's something to think about there, Scorpio. And then if you haven't there, I was going to say, you got King, Queen of Wands. If you haven't there, Scorpio, hit subscribe, hit that bell button, get notified on these videos each week. And then look at you, Scorpio, getting the hottest ticket to come over to my other channel. If you have any Cancer in your placement, Sun, Moon, Rising, come on over to the charity then, friends. I do videos Monday through Friday there. We discuss lunar shenanigans, and it's a good old time. And all that housekeeping is down in the description box below. But let me get your surprise cards here. So I can get you out of here, Scorpio. Here's one of your cards. Got the Five of Cups here. This is Mars and Scorpio ruler and Scorpio. And your ruler is in your sign right now. And I feel with this that you see how in this void here, how it's like almost like kind of sapping her energy away from her. I feel like that there is something that has been kind of this kind of leeching from maybe from your energies there, Scorpio. And some it feels like maybe this can be like an energy of not feeling fulfilled, or this could be maybe even being disappointed with where our journey is taking us thus far. And I feel like with the Mars in being in your sign, because Mars, again, is at home in your sign. What can we do to shift that dynamic? Because where sure we may have feel like that things have just been kind of going to this void, but there's this cup here right behind her that's next to her that's lit up with opportunities, and we can take that energy and channel this thing somewhere different. Break whatever this maybe toxic bond or way of thinking, way of operating, whatever thing is that may be controlling us from it's like making our own decisions in a sense. Or but let me get your other oracle card here, Scorpio, so I can get you out of here. Interesting, Scorpio. Alright, so you have the navigation card here. And I feel with this card, this is about trying to find how you started off with the Chariot. It's just like finding that internal guidance system. Like where have we been channeling our energies thus far? Has this been leading to where you want to be? Has our choices gotten us to this place where it's like this again? It's affecting our sleep, and it's affecting this. Because something I feel like is, even with that Five of Cups, is potentially kind of spiraling in a sense, and there's a need to just kind of reset and kind of like go back to the basics, almost like kind of refine, like work on you again, and take some time and just kind of nurture yourself, self-care, and that can kind of help you get out of these murky waters and kind of get back to like a clearer kind of more just kind of what's the energy or the word I'm looking for? Just clear state there, Scorpio. That was a specific word I was looking for, but it's alright, Scorpio. I feel like you're gonna find it's like we've kind of gotten off our path here, but it's just like we're kind of, I feel like it's like when I'm thinking about fish kind of swimming in the ocean. It's just like we may not know where up is or down is. There may feel like there's no flooring, but it's just like that. If you can get in tune with your energies again, we can get that footing. So, but I think I'm gonna leave that there, Scorpio. But you stay safe out there. Because it is that's tricky when you're operating on low sleep. There, you just want to be mindful of that. Being just being aware, and you raise your vibration to the roof, whatever that's looking like. Meditation, lighting some candles, maybe working with some herbs, however that works for you there, Scorpio. And I will catch you on the next one. Later.